distinguished guests, respected faculty members, and my dear students, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Welcome to MBA Orientation Program Summer 2021, organized by Department of Business Administration, Northern University, Bangladesh. Dear precious, welcome to NUB Business School family. Now you are the member of Northern University, Bangladesh family. Due to pandemic situation, we all are gathered here virtually to welcome you in the Department of Business Administration. We hope in future you will be able to complete this journey successfully. It's a great honor for me to introduce our honorable chief guest to this orientation program, Professor Dr. Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah, Honorable Chairman, NUB Trust, and governing body of Northern University, Bangladesh is present today as chief guest. Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Northern University, Bangladesh is present with us as special guest. Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean of Faculty of Business, Northern University, Bangladesh is present today as session chair. Moreover, Dr. Muhammad Ikramul Islam, Treasurer, Northern University, Bangladesh is present with us for welcoming the freshers. This is Farzana Chaudhuri, Senior Lecturer, Department of Business Administration, Northern University, Bangladesh. Welcome you once again. At the beginning, may I request Dr. Muhammad Mashukuজ্জামান, Head, Department of Business Administration, Northern University, Bangladesh, for welcome speech. Over to you, Dr. Mashukuজ্জামান, sir.
Thank you, Farzana Chaudhuri, madam. Good evening, everyone present here. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you all in this August gathering, in this today's orientation program, welcoming you from the Department of Business Administration. This is Dr. Muhammad Mashukuজ্জামান, Head, Department of Business Administration. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah, NUB Trust. He's the chief guest of this program, but unfortunately, sir is not here for his other commitment. Honorable special guest, Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Northern University, Bangladesh, and also the founder of BBA program and former director of IBA Dhaka University. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind presence. We have with us the guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ikramul Islam, Honorable Treasurer, Northern University, Bangladesh, and also the Professor of Business Administration. Respected chair of this program and the Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and the Dean, Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. Thank you for chairing this program. First of all, I would like to congratulate the freshers. I know coming up to this today's stage is not an easy task for many of you. Many of you need to join work before completing your post-graduation. For many of you, it was a lifetime dream to complete MBA or post-graduation. Your parent contributes a lot for you, and now your turn to make it successful and make your parent proud. For the next 1 or 2 years, you will be around us. We have experienced and dedicated full-time and adjunct faculties to serve you and polish you towards a finished product for the industry. Don't feel alone. We are with us. Let us know how we can cooperate you, how we can help you in all the regards. I want to mention that many of you may not be familiar with the semester system. So it is very difficult to make a consistent performance in case of successfully completing your semesters with good results. So please be attentive from the very first day of your semester and attend your class regularly. I would like to thank you for choosing MBA. It is such a prestigious professional degree, and particularly you have chosen Northern University, Bangladesh. Thank you so much for your decision, your option. This is one of the oldest business schools among the private university in Bangladesh, which is leading by the professors of the IBA. The owner, that is the chairman, is also from the IBA. The vice chancellor is also from the IB. So we are guided by them, and we are serving you with our highest possible services. So all the faculty members are cordial. Please ask for your time, ask for your help. They will cooperate you in every respect. So I would like to thank the organizer of this program, uh, Mr. Mofizuddin, MM Mofizuddin is the coordinator of this program. Also assisted by the Farjana Sudhiri Madam, also Dr. Faria Rafi. So I would like to thank them. So we have some of our adjunct faculties there. Also our regular faculties is also here. So thank you so much for your presence. I would like to welcome you again with heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much for being present here. Thank you so much. Over to you, Farjana Madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we all will hear from one of our MBA students about his experience in this department. May I invite Mohammad Selim Hussain, Deputy Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Government of Bangladesh, for sharing his journey with us.
Do you hear me, Farjana Madam?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Thank you. I can start now, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Guest, Chairman of Northern University Trust, respected Chair, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Treasurer, Head of Business Administration, and moderators, and dear fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to you all. At first, I would like to congratulate all of the freshers who already enrolled in the MBA program of Northern University of Bangladesh. And at the outset, I would like to thank NUB Business School to organize such a program, orientation program for the freshers. It will be very helpful to a smooth journey of their MBA. Dear students, as you already enrolled in MBA program, you must have better understanding about the MBA, the semester and the learning procedure and the subject. I'm not going to tell about the subject outline or subject matter, but I can share my experience in my journey of MBA in Northern University. Let me provide you a background first. I always punctual in my academic learning. So from my childhood, I study hard to gain the knowledge, which is very interesting to me. I learned the subject. At the same time, I always tried to get the highest marks from the subject in every exam. This was my final intention. So I have the two intentions. One is interesting learning and two is the academic result. So in the university, I can recall my experience in Dhaka University 23 years back. That the first I changed a U-turn, that I was not passionate about the result, rather than I can participate all the cultural, social, and others organization as a part of my learning journey. And from this organization, I took very good experiences, and my confidence level was very high. But I tried to gain knowledge from different subjects, excluding my main academic subject, sociology, so that I can understand the learning process and I can understand the whole things of university education. So this gives me very confidence here. But I can say that my real journey started in my career when I started job in business administration cadre, as a assistant commissioner in 2006, I realized that actually the professional who are dedicated to serve the country and serve the nation, they have need much knowledge in every sector, every other subject, so that they can perform well, they can serve well for the country. So in my job career, I have completed around 43 local and more than 12 international training program, so that I can accelerate my knowledge and to perform well in my job. So from that, I am trying always to know something new in my current career, in my current job place in Ministry of Commerce. I started my journey 4 years back, but I realized that I must have some knowledge about the business administration. As you know that the Ministry of Commerce is the administrative ministry of Bangladesh, who can monitor, who can organize, and who can look after the business and trade matters in Bangladesh, both nationally and internationally. So I decided to enroll myself in an MBA program, but I was thinking that I should enroll this program where the online courses is running, because that I have limited time to go in the physical class, as well as I have a schedule. In this situation, in 2020, the devastating pandemic came, and the world experiences this COVID-19 situation. In this situation, every country, every livelihood had changed. And in our country, the lockdown prolonging, social distance have been brought major shift in people's mind and lifestyle. The school, college, universities are locked down or closed down. Despite all the devastating situation, COVID-19, we have noticed that some of the university started the e-learning procedure, and Northern University was one of them. And in this COVID situation, we learned something different, like the e-commerce, e-trade, digital marketing, digital divide, so on and so forth. So you already know that. So for my knowledge, the Northern University Bangladesh is recognized as the first digital university in Bangladesh, and provide e-learning platform for the students and for the professional. That is why I took the opportunity to enroll myself in Northern University Bangladesh. So before telling the reason why I am here as a student of MBA program, I can explain a SWOT analysis of Northern University with few words. You know that extent of Northern University Bangladesh is the permanent campus and a good location, digital classroom facilities, standard faculty members. Faculty members are international standard, a good professional curriculum, and low-cost studying scope here. If I think about the weakness of the Northern University, so the subject may be some limited in comparison of private university, and a limited scope of the scholarship for the students, and limited research scope. If I go the opportunity of Northern University, this is the more convenient online classroom facilities, more affordable tuition fee to do the MBA program or BBA program, and student loan facilities anyone can avail from the bank. And threat is that there are more competitors in the university sector, both private and public university near. And one more threat is that risks of losing permanent faculty and good faculty from here. This is the threat. So now let me tell you the 4 main reasons why I am here in Northern University. So as Northern University provided me the online classroom facilities and give me the opportunity, so I take the opportunity. This is the tuition fee also Northern University is very affordable, so I took the opportunity. the Northern University follows the professional academic proficiency, and a student can get a good grade here if he learn punctually and he work hard. That is why I choose the Northern University. Besides this, the official faculty are the brand ambassador of Northern University, who is very experienced, very helpful, very cooperative, and student supportive, and renowned professional in Bangladesh. So I enrolled myself in Northern University. Dear students, if you ask my experience here, I can obviously say that my experience is Northern University is very comfortable because it's fulfilled my expectation under the supervision of the some of the renowned faculty members. And I learned a lot in the business school. As I am a professional of trade and commerce related, so all the subject matter like the marketing management, accounting, human resource gives me a lot of knowledge, a lot of practical knowledge here. I can give you an example of my learning, real learning here. I think that, do you remember the soap, aromatic cosmetics, or the aloe vera number 50 Shaban, or the Tibet 570, or some of the mobile phones like Nokia 1100 in 15 years back. But all the products are obsolete nowadays. Why this happened? I experienced in my academic learning and got my answer that this because of the product life cycle. Every product has the certain life cycle. Every product must have follow the stage, like introduction or developing stage, growth stage, maturity stage, decline stage. So this is my practical knowledge in this MBA program. So I can understand very easily, and I can relate my theoretical knowledge which I gathered from MBA to my practical job experiences in the trade and commerce in the private sector of Bangladesh. As Bangladesh is graduating in 2026 from LDC, we have more responsibility for the country to get to increase our export, to diversify our product, to make more business, to make more trade in service, not only the goods sector. So I learned my expected knowledge from this MBA program at Northern University. And I can tell you, dear student, that when I call any of our faculty to get help, they eagerly, I think that they eagerly waiting to help us. And I got help from different my different courses, and I am very much thankful to all the faculties who give me the opportunity. So finally, let me conclude to desire that, like me, your journey in the Northern University hopefully will be very good and very smooth, very comfortable, because all the professional, all the teachers in the Northern University is very much helpful. And I wish your better journey here. And thank you, respected Vice Chancellor sir, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, and all the speakers sir, and dear students. And that's all from my part. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your very insightful deliberation. Fantastic. We needed that kind of feedback from the schools. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Selim, for sharing your experience at Northern University, Bangladesh with us. This is the time we actually learn a lot of things from our special guest. At this moment, may I request our special guest, Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Northern University, Bangladesh, to deliver his valuable speech for the freshers. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Farjana Chaudhary. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah, the founder chairman of the Northern University Bangladesh Trustee Board. Honorable session chair of today's orientation program, Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Treasurer, Head of the Department of Business School, my colleagues, and dear students, Mr. Salim, MBA students. I was rapidly listening to his deliberation. I think we need this kind of feedback from the students. I would request our Dean and Vice Chancellor, and also the Head of the Department of Business School to organize a separate session with the MBA students. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to you. I'm sorry that I don't have much time. That's why I'll have to speak early and leave early. What they say in railway trains, last in, first out, that sort of thing. Well, anyway, the issue is that orientation program. I'm really grateful to Allah that Allah has given me the experience of organizing or being associated with the MBA program for such a long, many years. You know, the history of MBA program is not very long. It all started in the late 40s. And from the 50s onwards, I think this program had been flourishing in USA, then UK, and then European countries, and then to the subcontinent. I remember while we were the first generation teachers in IBA back in 1968, 69. In 1966, IBA was set up in the then East Pakistan. And Karachi IBA was set up even much earlier than that, 1956. And about 5 or 6 American advisors and professors, they used to come, they came and they organized the program. As we were trained from Indiana University, all 20 faculty members were trained from Indiana University under a program of Ford Foundation. We came back and started teaching. The experience of the MBA program in Bangladesh, if we just go for a historical evidences, has been that the first batch of MBA students were all very well placed, and they were controlling the financial sector in Bangladesh. Similarly, when he set up the BBA program in IBA in 1993, it was already chalked out in 1987, but because of certain political opposition from the other groups of people in the university, we could not launch it in time. But if you look into the first batch of the BBA, they are now controlling all the multinational companies in Bangladesh. So the requirement or the demand for MBA program is very high because it is a multidisciplinary program which trains you up. I will say MBA gives only one thing, your power of decision making. Normally, if you want to take a decision, you can just coin a toss a coin, flip the coin, head on tail, and you can take a decision. But an MBA will take a decision after having a decision tree design. I'm delighted to see that our friend from the government is now placed in Commerce Ministry. That's why he understands the importance of the trade and commerce and business. And that's why he has self-designed to take this program. I really admire your perseverance and your stamina. Being in the middle of your career, you have taken a very rigorous program in your hand. And he has rightly said that in Bangladesh, Northern University of Bangladesh had been the first digital university because back in 2015, we declared ourselves as a digital university. And when the pandemic struck all of us on a sudden, globally, within 2 days of the lockdown that started in 17 March, we initiated online classes in the university. In fact, even 1 year before, we started the online classes in Northern University of Bangladesh in 2019, with the introduction of 2 courses being taught from Australia and 1 course from Malaysia with the foreign faculty members. The MBA department could organize this. So we have the experience, and I'm sure that because of the online program, many students who would not have been attending the regular classes are now here. For my fresh students, I would like to welcome you, because you have taken the right decision to choose a program which is going to help you out in your career, present and future. Our department, as we said, the strongest department in Northern University so far, faculty lineup is concerned, is this department. Professor Dr. Samsul Haq, who was also the director of IBA and professor of finance in IBA, he's also involved with us. Our chairman is also an IBA graduate and IBA faculty, and myself was also a IBA faculty. And the issue is that you get a separate frame of mind when you take the business program. It teaches you how to take complex decision with a lot of sophistication. It teaches you that there is a issue of synergy. 2 plus 2, you always know it makes 4. But in business school, you find that 2 plus 2 can make 5, 6, even 7. In business school, you can find out that 20% work can give you 80% result. 80% work can give you only 20% result. You look at the most of the companies, there are 1 or 2 products are their major bread earner, and the rest are only filling the gaps. So there are some insights. There are some specific tools courses, like your statistics course, your accounting course, your production management course, your human resource management course, your organizational behavior course. All these courses, there are 20 courses in the MBA program, and all these courses are there to equip you to make you a good and effective manager. And we know that as a manager, you work with people, you work through the people, and you are supposed to get some results. So you know how to differentiate between target and objectives. You know what is a mission and what is a vision. And you know how to inspire all the employees. And these days now you are talking about healing organization, which will take care all the wounds of the employees and try to give them more welfare, more support, so that they become more enthusiastic about the job itself. The other day I was looking into one of the journal article which talks of the latest concept of AGAP theory in leadership, which want to emulate the love style of Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, or Nelson Mandela as a leadership model for the organization. I know it will be very remote and distance mode, but that might give you the ultimate solution to the problem that we face, because we have already seen that why management and employees might have some conflicting situation in an organization. Normally, from the Western concept, it is said that the management can never be the real friend of the workers or employees, because they are accountable to the shareholders or stockholders. And the stockholders will always ask for better return on their investment. And if they want better result on the investment, the management must always have a flexible wage burden. Their cost of production and the payroll cost, the salaries must have a limit so that they can have a surplus. You have seen due to the pandemic, most of the employers, they have already gone for, downsizing their organization. So the question of upsizing, downsizing, right sizing, all sorts of issues are there. So these are the issues through which you can make the organization profitable. Because if your organization is not profitable, the first victim will be the management group, because the organization, the stockholders, they will vote you out from the position. The CEO will lose his job. I was looking into one of the news that 500,000 people become millionaire during this pandemic, and maybe many millionaires got broke. So this is the kind of situation the global world is moving through. this disruption has created so many, tragedies and so many comedies. Most of the online companies have become profitable. Even in India, you see, some of the top corporate giants have amassed a lot of wealth, lot of billions added to their exchequer. I hope the MBA students will find this program very exciting, interesting, and worth studying. I am always grateful to my colleagues in the business school, especially Professor Nazrul, who has taken a vow to revive the old glories of the department or make it a most successful one. Unfortunately, we are not having the right number of students in this department because of the pandemic, but I hope as the morning will smile after this dark night, we'll have a lot of students coming for the program. I thank all of you for inviting me in this program and for giving me this occasion to speak to the students. I hope I could take a special session with the MBA students whenever I am free. With this end in view, I would like to thank once again for your expectation to make this program a successful one. I would like to see you all of them to graduate within the near future. Hopefully, we'll have a colorful convocation at that time. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your inspiring work. We believe that our freshers will be more enthusiastic from your advice. Thank you. We are very glad that one of our adjunct faculties of MBA program, Dr. Ghulam Farooq sir, is present with us for welcoming our freshers. He is an additional secretary, Cabinet Division, Government of Bangladesh. May I request Dr. Ghulam Farooq?
You should have mentioned that earlier because I was not clear about the program itself. Thank you, Dr. Ghulam Farooq. Welcome. And I'll have to stay back to listen to your speech. I decided to go early, but now that you are speaking, I'll be there.
Sir, sorry, sir. Sir, I'm not prepared, sir. Thank you, sir. Honorable Chairman of the Northern University, Mr. Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah. Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Northern University, Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Nazrul, and the colleagues of my Northern University and their fellow students who enroll in the university. I welcome you all and thank you all for getting admission in the Northern University. Before my speech, I was hearing very enthusiastically Mr. Selim Hossain, who is the Deputy Secretary of the Government of Bangladesh, and he gave you a good insight, and he was very thoughtful. He expresses very thoughtful idea about his career and how you could progress your career. And also, Professor Anwar Islam sir, Dr. Anwar Islam sir, he made a very excellent speech that encouraged us, enlightened us. From these two speeches, we understand that keeping a man productive is essential. Mr. Selim already explained why he is here. I need to explain here why I am serving in the Northern University as an adjunct faculty. Really, when I was a student in Bangladesh Agricultural University, I completed my graduation in agricultural economics. I obtained first class, and you will be surprised to know that among 48 subjects, I got highest mark in 36 subjects. Then I went to AIT, Asian Institute of Technology, one of the premier university in Thailand, and I got my scholarship from the AIT, and I obtained my PhD, a master degree from there, and I also get very good results from there. Professor Nazrul also a student from AIT. We met him from there. He's one talent student. So I obtained excellent grade in thesis, and I get very good grade from the AIT. Then I came back to Bangladesh and joined in my service. I joined in Bangladesh Civil Service Administration in 1994 as Assistant Commissioner Magistrate. After coming back to AIT, I joined in the BPATC, Bangladesh Public Administration Training Center, Shabar. I used to teach the BCS officials of our country, who are the young officials of our country. So it was the starting of my teaching job. I always liked teaching job. But I felt that without keeping my productive knowledge in this field, I cannot be progressive in my life. So keeping productive in your life is very important, and how we can keep productivity in our life. So only continuous learning is essential for keeping you productive. Without this, we will be obsolete in the society. আমি যদি একটু আরবিতে বলি তালাবুল ইলমে ফরিদাতুন আলা কুল্লি মুসলিমিন ওয়াল মুসলিমাত, মানে প্রত্যেকটা মুসলিম নরনারীর জন্য জ্ঞান অন্বেষণ করা ফরজ, এবং মানুষের দোলনা থেকে মৃত্যু পর্যন্ত তাদেরকে জ্ঞান অন্বেষণ করতে হয়। এটা কেন বলা হয়েছে? প্রফেট মুহাম্মদ সাল্লাল্লাহু আলাইহি ওয়াসাল্লাম এই কথাটা কেন বলেছেন যদি একটু ব্যাখ্যা করেন। এটা কিন্তু কোথা থেকে আসে, মানে আপনাকে সারা জীবনে কিন্তু শিখে যেতে হবে। সো ইট ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট দ্যাট ইউ হ্যাভ টু কিপ লার্নিং ইন হোল লাইফ। সো it is important that after getting MBA, if you thought that I have completed my MBA and I have completed my education, it's a wrong idea. So you have to keep always learning and you have to keep productive. So when I went to Australia, then I have very good insight about many subjects, and I obtained my PhD from there. My principal supervisor was an emirate professor of that university, and I was very lucky that I got a very good professor from whom I took my PhD degree. And after coming back, I was always thoughtful that how can I deliver my learning to other institutes, to other people and other institutes. So I tried to get my posting place in a training institute, and it was successful. I went to BCS Administration Academy, Malaysia BCS Administration Academy, which was the law training academy in our country. I had the opportunity to serve there for 3 years. So it was a good opportunity to teach my young officials from my end. Then I thought that I was forgetting many other subjects, which I was very skilled. For example, statistics, research methodology, business management. We'll be very glad to hear that many of our training program I used to pass. For example, proposal administration and management in my training, in our training program before training, I used to pass. Advanced course of administration and management, ACAD, which is the core training course in our country, I obtained first position. Senior staff course, which is designed for the joint sector of our country, I stood second position. So many of my position and my results encouraged me to tell something, to deliver my knowledge to others. So I cannot disturb myself. I cannot sit in my home alone. So I always feel somebody who can teach me. Teaching in the Northern University, but serving as an adjunct faculty in the Northern University is not related with the money, is not related with the honor, it's not related with something. It's just keeping me healthy in my mind and keeping me productive in my knowledge. This is the only reason how I feel myself and why I have serving in this university. So there are students who are able to enroll in this university. We are very opportunistic. I hope that you have a very good opportunity. You get a very good opportunity in your life because Northern University is one of the famous university, one of the university who is maintain their quality and standard according to the international standard. Our Prof sir, he got his master degree and PhD from AIT. AIT is one of the standard and quality education, so he can know the standard and quality. So he can disseminate his idea into this university. So standard and quality is very high in this university, and your results will give you some success in your life, I hope. So after finishing MBA degree, you will see that you have a good future in heading or waiting for you, that you can avail that if you can avail that one with your enthusiastic knowledge and your skill. So this is very important. So how I judge the Northern University, and as you heard that this is one of the first digital universities in our country, and it is not only first digital, it is one of the largest university in our country. Many students like our Selima Hussain, many army officials, many other cadre officials, they obtain their master degree from this Northern University, and they get very good progress in their career. So this is one of the many examples I can show you here. So with these few words, I again thank Northern University Authority to give me the opportunity to tell something here. I thank our Prof sir, Professor Dr. Nazrul sir, for his encouragement and for he always encouraged me. He always enlightened me. He's one of my anchor in my life. I think I also have the opportunity to meet our Professor Dr. Anwar Islam sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, sir is very kind and he gave me very nice speech today. I was very happy. I was enlightened to hear his speech. Thanks, sir, for your thoughtful and very learned speech for the students. I thanks Honorable Chairman, Mr. Yusuf Abdullah, Muhammad Abdullah. He is very good leader, and his leadership always encouraging and giving the shape of the university in a international standard. So I thanks all of the colleagues in my Northern University. Many of them I do not know, but sometimes I hear from them. So Mr. Mofis sir is always with me. I always contacted with him. I thank him. He contacted me. So thank you all, and thank the students, new student. Please keep in touch with this university and keep the listening with your highest effort so that you can success in your life. Without your effort, without your commitment, without your hard labor, you cannot achieve a very good and bright future in your life. So this is with this few what I would like to conclude here. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Dr. Ghulam Farooq sir, for your encouragement. Now I am request Professor Dr. Muhammad Ikramul Islam, Honorable Treasurer, Northern University, Bangladesh, to say something about our freshers.
Thank you, Farjana Chaudhary, for giving me the opportunity. Respected Chief Guest, Professor A.Y.M. Abdullah, Chairman, Northern University, Bangladesh Trust. We have with us the special guest, Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Northern University, Bangladesh. Chair of the session, Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean Faculty of Business, Northern University, Bangladesh. Dr. Mohammad Mashukuজ্জামান, Head, Department of Business Administration. MBA coordinators, Mr. M.M. Mofizuddin and Farjana Chaudhary. My dear colleagues and my dear students, good evening and assalamu alaikum. Actually, I hope that you are fine and safe in this COVID-19 pandemic situation. Really, we are passing a very, very troublesome time during this pandemic situation in every aspects. Okay, health issues, financial issues, and others matters. But hope we can overcome this situation by the grace of Allah. I'm welcoming the new MBA students who are getting enrolled at NUB, and I know some of them. Okay, so I'm really happy to meet with them. So I have to tell a few words regarding that. A lot of advice or matters already discussed by our professor, by our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ghulam Farooq, Mr. Salim, and others. So few words from my side. Actually, Dr. Mohammad Ghulam Farooq sir said that cradle to death, we have to learn. We have to learn. We have to be empowered our knowledge. We have to empower ourselves. So this cradle to death, we basically learning. We are empowering ourselves through change management. When there is a change, we are learning something. Just think about that from our school life to high school, then college, then university, and now you are at the MBA program. So this is the highest degree from Northern University of Bangladesh and all the private universities of Bangladesh, because MPhil and PhD are not yet approved for them. So thing is that this change through the change we are learning, but unfortunately problem is that we are very much reluctant to change. Aristotle once said that actually pupils always talking about the change, but they are reluctant to change themselves. This is very true. Okay, every time we feel pain when we leave, we left a primary school. So we are leaving the old friends and other relatives and college this way. So the person who will be very much agile. Agile means the person who is very much responsive to change. He can adopt the situation and new environment very easily, make friends with others within a very short span of time. Their successful rate is much more than the introvert people and some others. And we know that present era is known as a information, communication, and technology era. So therefore, communication is one of the main important issue, or you can say this is the uh, is what is it steps to get a successful life. Here, for example, in MBA, we have different types of students. The students who are doing their jobs and already reached to the highest professional levels or designations. Some students who are absolutely regular students and very young. So what I'm saying that these variations can bring some success for you pupils, especially for the younger and pupils who are not doing any job or who are ready to join in the job. Because in MBA program, like Mr. Salim and some others, and our adjunct faculty also, they are coming from the different organizations. If you show yourself that you have the potentiality, obviously they will hire you, they will give suggestions, or if they have the opportunity, they will bring you to get the job. And this is happened, and this happened previously also. We have a lot of evidence that a lot of students absorbed by the microfiber group, because the finance director of microfiber groups taking classes here, and when he finds some potentiality to the students, he absorbed them. So that's why MBA program is really make you comfortable or giving some opportunity for your career path. Another thing is that we have to be very much careful about the time management. I am always used to talk about time management because time is an asset which is provided by our Almighty Allah equally. All the things are not equally given to the pupil. Say in Bangladeshi, okay, maybe environment is worse, worse than the Western country or like that. But time is given to all equivalent to 24 hours a day. So therefore, the students, the person who will properly utilize their time, manage their time properly, will be successful. Finally, I will quote one Indira Gandhi statement that Indira Gandhi always used to tell to the programs or to the pupils or gatherings that her father used to tell one thing, that there are two types of the people in the world. Number one, the person who are always fascinated to do works, but not bother about the credits, not thinking about the credits. Okay, but second category, people who are reluctant to do activities, but very much eager to get the credits. So Indira Gandhi told that, my father told that the first one is the better, because for sustainability, this type of people will be sustained for the length of time. Because they like works, they love their works, they're properly doing their works, and they become successful. Okay, because they don't bother about the credits and all other things. So what I'm saying that another very important, we are our professor, Professor Dr. Nazrul sir, used to arrange the program. I'm basically very thrilled to that training session, basically emotional intelligence. So I used to tell the MBA students, before joining to the organization, you have to read a book, Daniel Goleman or some other writers regarding the emotional intelligence. This very important issue. This knowledge will help you to work in a team, to go after the new situations and all the odd situations you can overcome. You have that emotional intelligence. Okay, so therefore it is not a platform, but it will be the interaction to the pupils, students and teachers. So I am giving special thanks to the Department of Business Administration for giving us or bringing us together for these interaction sessions, and hopefully we'll meet in the class. We have time, we'll meet, but still at the very beginning, if you have any problem, if you face any problem, please don't be hesitant to inform us. Don't bother about who is head or dean or treasurer. Don't bother this. Okay, just you talk to your faculty members, your course teachers, or to whom. Suppose you know only one fellow, one faculty, no problem. You tell your problems to him or her. We'll together solve the problems, inshallah. So we have that culture. Okay. with these few words, I am concluding my speech. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enthusiastic words. At this moment, I'd like to request our session chair, Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean, Faculty of Business, Northern University, Bangladesh, for his closing remarks.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Guest of today's program, Professor Dr. Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah, Chairman, Northern University, Bangladesh Trust, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, my teacher, Honorable Treasurer, Professor Dr. Muhammad Ikramul Islam, Head of the Department, Dr. Mashukujaman, and our adjunct faculty and the Additional Secretary of Bangladesh Government, Dr. M.D. Ghulam Farooq, and also senior student, MBA student of Northern University Business Family, Deputy Secretary of Bangladesh Government, MD Salim Hussain, and my colleagues and freshers and guests, Assalamu alaikum, and very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this renowned business school of Northern University, Bangladesh. It has been established in 2002 and till today, more than, I think, 2,000 graduates already were educated from this department. And you are here, became the Northern University family member in 2021. But we started our journey in 2002. And from that time, we are providing quality education. This department is providing quality education to the undergraduate students, to the graduate students, and also to the executive MBA students. And you may know that from this department, we educated around 100 government high officials, secretary, additional secretary, deputy secretary, from this department. They did their MBA and executive MBA from this department, business school or Department of Business Administration, Northern University, Bangladesh. I am not saying that the Northern University is #1 in private sector education of Bangladesh, but I would like to say that this university is one of the premier university and one of the premier business school in private sector education of Bangladesh because it is established by the professor of premier business institute of business administration, University of Dhaka, Professor Dr. Abu Yusuf Muhammad Abdullah. And also you have seen that our Vice Chancellor, the previous Vice Chancellor also was from the IBA. He was the ex-director of IBA. The present Vice Chancellor also is from IBA. And you see all the people here, present here, all are from business, who are also running this Northern University. I am also in business and I am also working here as a Vice Chancellor. You see, Professor Dr. Muhammad Ikramul Islam is also teaching in business school. So you see what our Vice Chancellor said, that the MBA can, or executive MBA can help you to make your decision perfect. It can give you better precision in making decision, and perhaps perhaps the people who studied business, they became successful and they could take the lead in their organizations. Dear freshers, you are here to build your career and to learn something valuable, which will be what should I say, new, which will be relating to the contemporary developments, which will help you to build your career, which will help you to go to the top of the success ladder. And for doing this department is providing education, not only theoretical education. We are also providing education by using the adjunct faculty members who are from the corporate sectors, and we follow 60-40 formula. That means 40% faculty members will be from the corporate side and 60% will be from the academia. So by doing this, we are trying to provide education which will be useful for you in building your career, which will be useful for you for going to the top of your organization, or to make the effective and accurate decision. Dear freshers, our senior student, MD Selim Hussain, Deputy Secretary of Bangladesh Government, what he mentioned that he learned something valuable from this department after his attachment with this department. And perhaps it is because of the education quality, it is because of the dedication and perseverance of our faculty members, and also it is because of the discipline of the students and the learning culture of the department. Mr. Selim Hussain also mentioned that the Northern University started in 2002, but a permanent campus in Ashkona, and it is now already ready, but due to COVID, due to pandemic situation, we are unable to bring the students to the campus. But we are now admitting students in our permanent campus. It is fully functional. So if the COVID over, then I hope that you will be able to study at our permanent campus. What our Honorable Vice Chancellor said, Professor Anwar Hussain, that 80-20 formula. You know, we here, the graduates, the students who study here, they will become the officer, they will become the policy maker. And 80-20 means the policy maker or manager will do the 20% job, and they will contribute 80%. They will add 80% value in the organization. And other people, other than the managers, who will do 80% job and will contribute 20% value in the organization, or they will produce 20% output in the organization. So the managers and managerial roles are important. And here in this department in Northern University, Bangladesh, in business school, we are basically giving education for becoming the managers, for becoming the officers and CEOs, not the other people in the organization. So we must have knowledge about about how to make decision, about how to what should I say, manage the people, how to manage materials and other things. Here, our honorable adjunct faculty, Dr. M.D. Ghulam Farooq, who is also my friend. We studied in AIT, and I met him there. What he mentioned in his lecture, that he is here to remain productive. That means he wants to remain productive. You want to contribute. You want to remain up to date. Therefore, he is interested to be attached with the academia, and that is why he is attached. He also mentioned another very important aspect of learning, that acquiring knowledge, keep on learning, keep on learning. We should keep on learning, and we should keep ourselves updated. Then only you can remain yourself, you can remain productive, and you can become successful in your job. And Dr. Ghulam Farooq, thank you very much for saying something from your experience. and I know that you studied in Australia, in AIT, and in many good universities, and you have a very good experience, and you did very well there. So your advice to our new students, new MBA and executive MBA students will be useful and helpful for building their career by attaching with this Northern University, Bangladesh. I would also like to extend my thanks to our Vice Chancellor for giving his valuable time. It was like I was just listening to him. It was like a workshop. He was just telling so many good things. I was also learning from his lecture. He is a teacher. He is a senior professor, business professor of this country. And you may know what mentioned by Ms. Farzana Chaudhary, that Professor Anwar Hussain is the pioneer of BBA program in this country. He at first developed this curriculum of BBA program in Bangladesh. And I, at the time, I was very young, and as a student, I borrowed that BBA program curriculum to Khulna University, and I introduced BBA Khulna University at first in Bangladesh, 4-year BBA. So that Professor Anwar Hussain is with us, and he gave a lot of long time with us. We are really thankful to you, sir, for attaching with us, for connecting with us, and give your valuable advice to our newcomers, to the new students and freshers. I also would like to extend my thanks to Professor Dr. Muhammad Ekramul Islam. Ekramul Islam is an evergreen man in my eyes. He talked about the time management. He talked about that MBA can help to become someone successful. He said that there are 2 types of people. One who work and looks for credit, and another type who work without looking for credit. And he is that type or that group who works but don't care about the credit, don't care about the what should I say, name and fame. Thank you very much for pronouncing this word and the statement in front of our newcomers. And another important issue raised by Dr. Ram, that emotional intelligence. You know, nowadays things are becoming complex day by day. You just think about the situation when there will be no corona, and that situation, people are saying that it will be a new normal situation. It will not be a normal situation. That means we will not be able to go back to our previous situation. It will be a new normal, and that situation might be the blending of online and offline education, blending of a lot of things. We don't know. So the situation is challenging, and also everything became globalized. Even the disease, you see, everything is globalized. Good things are globalized, bad things are globalized. Therefore, we need to have that kind of education which is globalized in nature. So here in our school, we try to remain ourselves up to date, updated. We try to keep ourselves up to date and updated, and we try to provide education, up-to-date education, which will help to become globalized, which will help to become global citizen, which will help to become successful in your career. And I also extend my thanks to Dr. MD Mashukur, the young man is the head of the Department of Business Administration, highly cooperative. Thank you very much. And I hope that in our team, there are around 10 faculty members who have PhD. We have 17 faculty members, almost around 10 have PhD degrees. So the team is a very heavy team. And I believe that, and we also have a number of adjunct faculty members like Dr. MD Ghulam Farooq in home and abroad. They're teaching from home and abroad. So I hope that this team will be very much highly useful for you to learn and to build your career and to become successful in your career. I hope and believe that all of you will become successful in this journey, and and also hope that you will know something contemporary and valuable, and which is applicable all over the world. With this, I again extend my thanks to the organizers and my colleagues who worked hard. Dr. Faria Rabbi, I see here the coordinator of MBA program, MM Mofizuddin, and Farzana, and everybody who organized this program so nicely. And everybody tried to say something and shared their experience with our newcomers. So dear friends and students, from today you became the member of our family. You became the part of this business school. You became the part of Northern University, Bangladesh. Let us think together. Let us work together. Let us learn together. Let us face the challenges of 21st century together. With this, I thank you all, and goodbye.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your inspiring words. We are almost at the end part of today's enlightening session. Thank you very much to our honorable guests, all the faculty members, students, and newcomers for attending this event. Special thanks to the organizing team, MM Mofizuddin and Dr. Faria Rabbi, for their enormous support. Finally, I would urge newcomers to meet and greet everyone and make a cordial relationship with all. I would also like to request you to be enthusiastic and participative in every event to come. Try to be extraordinary in every case to stand out and shine your way out. We all are quite positive that you are going to cross all the barriers to fulfill our expectation with your endless effort. With these words, me, Farzana Chaudhuri, wishing you all a very happy and healthy life. Thank you and goodbye.